Broadcasting live on News Talk 1400 WOND South Jersey to the world. This is the Marc Berman Radio Show.
Sam Austin's latest single, Saving It Up for Saturday Night, produced by Tony Mantor, is climbing the Billboard Country Indicator charts as we speak, and the Music Row charts Nashville. Sam's album, Cowboys Don't, is available on Amazon, and where legal digital downloads are found. For everything Sam Austin, tour dates, merch, news, visit SamAustinMusic.com. Please welcome this country artist who is absolutely on the fast track. Plateau Music, Nashville's Sam Austin. Sam, welcome to the Marc Berman Show.
Hey, thanks so much for having me.
Okay, so hold on. So by your accent, you're not from New York. Where'd you grow up?
Definitely not, man. A little bit south of there. I'm from a town in Virginia called Bedford, a little small town tucked near Roanoke, between Roanoke and Lynchburg. And you might have heard of us. We got famous because of the National D-Day Memorial for World War II.
Sure.
And, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Now, I downloaded your CD. You've got a fan here. You're on the country charts. You're climbing the country charts right now. As we speak, you're on the country charts and moving up.
Yes, sir.
Country music these days is defined so many ways. I listened to your album. You're traditional country.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is country, traditional country, modern traditional, neo-traditional, whatever you have to call it to get people to understand that it's actually country, because that's hard to do these days. And, yeah, you got it, man. I really appreciate you getting that and listening to it, and glad you like it. But it's definitely country. It's fiddle and steel in there, and twang going on. We have a little bit of edge, too, of course. But story songs that mean something, actual country music. No rapping, no headbanging, nothing like that.
So who influenced you?
I pretty much cut my teeth on 90s country. Everybody in the 90s was great. You know, all the Hat Acts, Alan Jackson, Dwight Yoakam, guys like that. Keith Whitley. Before he didn't wear a hat, man, but that was a legendary voice if there ever was one. And I just really grew up on that. And it's hard for me to have one favorite or one major influence, but that style is my style, similar to that. And I just love that so much, and everything was so good then, and that's kind of what me and a few others are trying to bring back now. You know, it's been missing for a long time.
And we here at the Berman Show appreciate what you're doing, because music is defined by genres. When you talk country, it used to be called country and western. Okay, you know that. But when you talk country, you want to hear you. When I talk rock, I want to hear Motley Crue. So, yes, you are defining the term country, and the people are embracing you because you're climbing the charts right now. So you're doing the right thing. Besides singer and rhythm guitar in your band Silverline, are you also the songwriter?
I do write some songs. I have one on this album here, and several more that I've written that we're getting ready to record soon. And I'm not one of those artists that has to sing just my songs. I really connect with a lot of other writers' material too. And we mix it up when we start recording and pick the ones of mine and the ones of theirs that kind of go together to make the album, you know. But I do enjoy some songwriting on the side, and some co-writing with other great writers around Nashville and stuff too.
So if you had to pick a topic to write about, let's face it, country music, more than any music anywhere, is really about life. Am I right?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's got to be something relatable and real. And whether you're north, south, east, or west, it's just got to be something that will connect with people, you know, and not just some random ditty about, you know, what's so overdone these days. And it needs to be just heavy stuff. You know, you can have fun and be light too, but it needs to be some serious matter in there as well.
So what do you like writing about? What are the topics that you'll write? Do you write about relationships? Do you write about going out drinking? I mean, these are all good things to write about.
Yeah, definitely. I tend to, most often I end up writing more ballad type material. For some reason that comes easier for me than the party songs do. But I have some up-tempo stuff too, but the most frequent thing I end up on is a ballad-style song.
Now, you play guitar. You play rhythm guitar.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have to ask this. Why? Because my audience is made up of all these musicians who came to Atlantic City to play our casinos, to be in the house bands, and we've got some of the best musicians in the country here now, and they like these questions. And I also play guitar, so we have to ask everybody, what was your first guitar?
My very first guitar was some type of little youth model when I was like a little kid, and it was actually electric. It really wasn't acoustic. I know that's a shocker, but when you're a little kid, you want to plug something in and make some noise, you know. And it was a little small 3/4 size one, you know, and that kind of got me started. And I must have been, I don't know, I guess 10 or 12, something like that. Maybe younger, I can't remember. But I progressed on up, you know, into acoustic guitars, of course, when I started figuring out who I was and getting my identity down and finding a sound. And I just really connected with music early on and just got obsessed with it, really. And I would just play guitar for hours until I got so mad trying to learn that I would just almost get upset. You know, I just wanted to do it so bad. And, of course, then you got to put it down and come back to it later. I did a lot of that, too.
So on stage now, what's the guitar you're playing?
I play a Gibson. I actually own a bunch of them. That's my favorite. I'm definitely a Gibson man. And I have several, but my full-time Gibson right now is a J185 and in a vintage Sunburst, acoustic electric, of course, because it's on stage. And yeah, that's what I've been playing for several years now.
Thank you. You just made that section of our audience happy.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, as an artist who's up and coming, people are now noticing you. The charts are noticing you. Are there venues that you say, you know, I have to aspire to walk out on this stage? Is there a stage that you really dream about walking out on?
Well, yes, definitely. And, of course, every country singer probably says the same thing, but you got to play the Opry, you know. And I've been there several times with friends and stuff, and now that I'm on the label and stuff, I get to hang out backstage, and that's really been awesome in itself. And I'm getting closer, you know, to being at the level that you have to be to play the Grand Ole Opry, and I just really dream of the feeling that you get from standing in that little circle on that stage. And I've been out there and stood on it, of course, but not during a performance. And getting closer by the day, you know, and hopefully that invitation will come soon. But that's probably the ultimate stage for any country music singer to stand on. I mean, it means more than any stadium, any arena, or anything like that could.
And that's the Ryman you're talking about also.
The Ryman, yes, is the original one, and the new Opry House now is pretty much the same thing. They go to the Ryman a few times a year now, but for the most part, it's at the Opryland Resort now. Yeah.
If you could do a duet with any artist, who would it be? I know I'm hitting you off guard here. We don't do these things in advance. You're listening to Sam Austin, and you're getting Sam Austin. This isn't any kind of question thing. This is the man. You're getting his heart and soul here on the Berman Show.
That's right. That's right. I'd have to say Miranda Lambert. That's who I'd have to do it with. Yeah.
Good choice.
To be a female, and man, she's just got the sweetest Southern Texan thing going on, and man, she's pretty too.
And finally, we broadcast to the world from here, the Jersey Shore. We're in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Have you ever been to Atlantic City?
You know, I never have. I've been as far north as Maine, but I have never stopped in Atlantic City or New Jersey.
We have to get you here, and here's why. When you think of Atlantic City, you do not think of country music. We can agree on that, right?
That's for sure, yeah.
We have beach concerts. This year we had Zach Brown. Now, again, he falls with me into the category of I like what he brings to the table. To me, it's not country, but he's on the country charts. We also had Florida Georgia Line, who were canceled because of a hurricane. And last year, Blake Sheldon, Lady Antebellum. This is who plays our beach concerts. So now, You're being heard here. People are listening. We know your agency. We know your management. Now we got to get you here at one of our beach concerts as one of our opening acts.
Yeah,
I would love to see you here.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds great. I actually got to go play a beach show up in Maine this year, and played with Low Cash and Craig Campbell. And, got to open for them up there a while back. And, those beach shows are really cool. So I didn't know that was going on there, so hopefully I'll get to do one soon.
This is Sam Austin. The man has heart. He's got soul. Yeah, country soul. You can have soul and be country. He has it, and he brings it. And this is where you need to be. So you need to go to SamAustinMusic.com. Check out everything that Sam's doing right now. And we're going to follow his career. And as he moves up, we'll bring him back. We're going to talk about all this stuff. Sam, thanks for spending a few minutes on The Berman Show.